The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
What currency do you prefer?
What do you got?
I have marks or Darsex.
You have Darsex. I'll take that.
I might be getting ripped off with Darsex instead of marks.
I mean, you'll pay the difference in weight effectively. It's not going to stay the same number if they're a different weight. You're both on board. You'll get on the boat. My horse goes on the boat. Boat's in the water. Hopefully. Jor-Karroc's in the water.
No, he's all the way back with Dijak.
Dijak, the pirate! Off you sail. You are on a boat.
We're on a boat.
I haven't noticed they were talking about weird tentacles glowing at night.
That would be fine.
Last town.
I don't know what the problem is. There's already been a tank every time we were on a boat. And it's like I haven't seen the time.
Surely you must be due for a non-combat, right?
Please don't say that. You say that and then we get combat. So now it is your fault when we get combat.
Is there anything you want to do or discuss while you're on a boat?
I think most of the stuff we've discussed already, haven't we? I'll be doing my normal things on the boat. Probably getting a little riskier, getting higher.
After the first time you do that, the captain's like, "Get down from there! Only crew! None of that business! Malarkey in a row." Woman on a boat is not natural.
So what are the actual arrangements like for us as far as what we're staying in? Is there like one just...
You'll stay in the hold and like it.
The hold, yeah. But the cart's up on the deck.
So we'll be doing watch.
Oh, you untrustworthy souls. Alright, fine. That's fine. They weren't going to steal from you too much anyway.
Oh, the cat is wonderful. Nice and secure on the deck, not gonna fly around. Lots of stuff to grab onto. Just don't gravitate towards being on watch as much as possible.
Good. And so, you travel south and west. Cliff sides rise and fall. You're getting close to Ifrit's finger. In fact, it's only a few days' travel away. Merlin passes away north, and then one night, who would be on watch on this particular night?
We're one of four, so...
Maryland and Romania is the exact same value.
Do you want to roll for it?
D4, so... 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll be me.
You are sitting atop the car, keeping an alert watch as always. There's so many unfamiliar sounds you almost didn't notice your perception check.
It's a success.
Splitting sound on the side of the hull. You see, toloidal, some kind of weird creature head. Large, round, suction-cupped fingers slapping onto the wood top of the deck, pulling. Frog-like head rises up from under. You're barely able to notice it because the weather's been getting very inclement.
I started flying.
Oh, sorry, you do.
Yep.
I believe that only counts into melee, though. Because it's more about, like, the instinct.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
In world or now? Now. 11:45.
Well, this is an attack roll I'm doing. Blind fighting is skilled at the character with blind fighting is skilled at fighting in conditions of poor or no light.
I mean, you know it doesn't count for ranged attacks.
Yeah, just go on.
Why? Because range penalties in increments, distance of light.
Yep, alright.
But you can make the shot. Go on. Go on. You want. Go on, Sid. Have a bit of stun. You want.
Natural 20!
You take this thing in the eye and it pitches off back into the sea, soundlessly getting swallowed up.
To arms!
The crew, alert, spring to the deck, and they're like, "Ah! It's the watch! Ah, to arms, men! They'll not. It's pirates! That's it! Pirates!"
It's
the watch.
Sargon.
creature, because we've seen them before, haven't we?
No,
No.
you actually haven't. Frog things.
Frog things!
Frogman.
Pirates leap up. You below decks hear that? It's bolt upright. She's like,
Come right up. There's an attack on the deck.
"Oh, right."
Because I sleep in my armor and everything anyway.
Gotta stay near the middle.
I'm staying near the middle.
Okay. Well, you're armored. Oh, shite.
Yes.
Oh, this is going to go very well for what I want.
You want me to sink to the bottom?
I want you to die.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
That's the same thing.
Not all of them. The one I can do.
You got turn one.
So, we'll rattle up onto deck. Sulin has killed 3 of them, natural 3. Like, not 3 of them on the deck. Lightning cracks over the head, illuminating the deck, as you can see. Just beyond the boat, there are these little reed rafts, and many of these tribal-looking frog. They've got frog heads on, like, man-like bodies with dangling limbs and long fingers wrapped around, like, saw-toothed spears, and they're on the boat, are being pushed by other than them in the water. Their big, luminous eyes catching part perfectly legitimate merchant people that you have hitched a ride with Moonraker sails. Should have been your big fuck. Mind you, none of you know boat. You should have known this though. Those sails, those are pirate sails. No legitimate merchant would need them.
Probably just thinks it's a stupid boat. Just like stupid horse.
Your horse looks around at all of this and just goes.
Existence is
And it just sort of like tucks itself further under the car. It's really weird how it can do that. But, you know, it's an
Like a
acquired
cat.
behavior from learning to that it needed to.
It's like a shellfish.
Well, it's when it was left out all alone in scouring sandstorms that literally ripped carts apart. Maybe it learned it needed to hide behind
It does
this.
occasionally make noises like Gary from SpongeBob.
The frog creatures are gathering around the ship and climbing up the ropes and clambering onto decks. The pirates are trying to fight them off. The rain pounding hard upon the ship is kind of hard to ignore. It's making life hard. Would anyone like to make any sort of defensive actions before we get into the inevitable?
Am I allowed the time to ask Roya to tie me to the mast?
It's funny that you say that. I was going to do the exact same thing.
Are you actually going to tie me or yourself?
I was going to tie me to the
Yeah.
to the mast.
Because it's like that way. I mean, if the ship's going down, I'm going down anyway. So it's like it means that I should only go down if the ship goes down, or if someone jumps the rope. But
So we're all going to help you not already be the good.
The ship is pitching and heaving. The fight is long, and I'm not going to roll for initiative for it because you can't win. You want to know why you can't win? Well, you remember lightning?
real lightning.
Real lightning, not god lightning. Cracks out of the sky and smashes the mast of the ship. The top of it now on fire, and the rest of it is broken into splinters. Anyone tied to it must make a constitution check to not be flung immediately into the water.
We did this to avoid that!
Exactly.
The storm is increasing almost unnaturally.
And I'm gone. Bloop, bloop. X told me this would happen.
What colour is this? I can't tell.
I should have listened to X.
I can't tell with the. Is that gold?
Mm-hmm.
I've got a silver on my thing. 'Cause I want 2 rolls.
While he's resolving that, since he's going to be tossed in, the fire quickly spreads to other parts of the ship. The crew begin leaping overboard. The frog people are also abandoning the ship because fire bad. Sulin,
Oh, is the ship that far?
gonna be
We're in the middle of the.
here in the middle of the water.
Really, that's a. You inspect that and make sure that that's a silver.
I mean, I can check
Yeah.
It is indeed.
because the little design on them is brown on there, and it looks like Griffin, that's a silver.
I'll at least go grab my pack.
Okay. It's right there on the card.
Yep. L.
That's a pass.
Okay, you are not flung off the ship. You are sprawled onto the deck, sliding across when you catch onto the like a broken part of the deck, and you're able to right yourself. The ship is heeling over and pitching in. Sulin is scrambling in the cut, grabbing a thing.
If I see he's about to go over,
He saved himself.
alright. Then grab your stuff. We have to get off this boat.
Multiple lightning strikes hit the ship. It's absolutely clear to you that this is unnatural. Storm came along too quick. Perhaps the frog people shamans did this, but why would they run away? The ship splits into 8 parts and plunges into the water. Icy cold grabs you specifically as you are dragged down. None of you have swimming, and it's rough water, so none of you can make a check. You're all going down. You lose consciousness. You lose consciousness. In the last seconds before you lose consciousness, and she speaks, and you can sort of hear her. She's like, "Hoping to get me out." Okay. And you lose consciousness.
Good things.
You wake up
Am I like coughing up water or anything? Just so I know.
You're wearing a Templar nappy. You are all wearing a Templar nappy. Or the reasonable. There's a couple of men around. One of them wears a tall hat and he's on a horse and he's running around. He's like, it looks like we're clear for the moment, my lord. A well-dressed man. He's got a cane. He's what? Are you all right?
We live.
A huge black man with a great big ball hammer. He's over. He's like, Yes, we tried to save you, but your equipment did not make it. The man with the cane said, do not worry. I am Baron Aldforth. I rule these lands. This is my land you are on. I've ordered some peasants from a village to come by and get your equipment from the bottom. They are fine swimmers. They will get your equipment. I have instructed that if even a penny of your gear is missing, I will have them flogged. It will be returned to you. I recognize you, Saphiro the Paladin. How could I not? You must all be weary and very drained. I have arranged for food and drink and a tent to be built up. When you feel up to it, please make your way to my capital in Aridale. The peasants will guide you in the direction.
Thank you so much. We owe you our lives.
Please, I could not do any less. Yeah, he'll lean back. Oh, please forgive me, my knee, my old war injury. I'm afraid it keeps me from proper pursuits of a man-at-arms. He seems quite ashamed.
It is all right.
I admit I am not as familiar with your companions, but he leans back. He takes a goblet from many a train. So, please, eat, drink if you wish.
Is it just us three?
Yes.
There was another one amongst our group. A dark-haired woman, tall.
I am sure my search party will find her if she is to be found. She is a member of your group?
Yes.
Could you describe her more?
Very tall, quite muscular for a woman.
He looks at you and then he's like...
Long dark hair. Wears very little but bright white.
You clearly want to make a roll. You.
Oh.
What do you want?
Well, you clearly want to make a roll.
It's a 17.
Is that better than your wisdom?
Well, it is better than my wisdom, but it should be less.
Yeah.
Okay. This genuine, helpful person seems like someone who has heard of Saphiro, definitely wants to help, and is completely trustworthy, insofar as someone you've never met can be. He has eaten and drunk from the food and drink that is on offer, so it's probably fine.
I'll just be looking at the ground.
You describe her. He turns around and says, Geldrin, be on the lookout for this woman. Send out additional men. I assure you, if she is to be found, my men are quite good. Yeah, Geldrin is my sheriff. He oversees the laws of my land here.
What lands are these?
Why, Valdarin, of course. Yes. Perhaps once Merlin laid claim to it, but not for a very long time. I oversee the justice and the law here, and everything proceeds according to my plan. I'm not arrogant enough to assume the title of king or anything like that, but Baron is the hereditary.
Of course.
Now, once my peasants have lit the fire, and you will have warmth and shelter, food and drink, everything you will need. Is there anything else I can do for you? Any of you?
Where was our clothing that we were wearing?
Well, you see, that rather is the problem. My bodyguard Wumba has in his possession a wonderful lamp, and it contains a genie. and he wished for you to be saved. So the genie saved you. I'm terribly sorry. We should have thought about that.
We have dealt with such.
That is why I've sent for peasants to dive for your equipment. It will be recovered. It will be, or I will make up the difference out of my own pocket. I really should have thought to specify for the genie to rescue you and your things. I'm deeply sorry.
Why wouldn't the genie have also saved our other companion?
I do not know. That is what troubles me. Perhaps she refused the offer. There is a limit, you see. Someone has to agree or be incapable of agreeing.
Maybe she still had doubts about, and it was enough to...
I know it is an uncommon skill, but can your friend swim?
I believe she is an excellent swimmer.
Then perhaps there is hope. I'm sorry, was there anything else I could do for you? I have, after all, my rounds to continue.
I can't think of anything at the moment.
No, you've done more than enough. My thanks.
No, you don't need to thank me. Your presence here is thanks enough. And so infrequently we get to host a paladin and true standard.
I am merely a cleric.
Oh, perhaps I was misinformed.
Word
does reach us very slowly.
I was misinformed, and therefore...
Speak no more of it. These things do happen. It is understandable that one of your accomplishments might believe such a thing. Once I had thought myself something rather more special than I was. It is a deeply embarrassing story. When you make it to my capital, if I have finished my rounds on time, we will sit before the fire and I will tell you the tale. It is passing amusing now that I am an older man. Geldrim will look up. He has a big, florid mustache. He's like, Your horse is ready, my lord. Thank you, Geldrim. Leans up his cap. Oh! A good journey to you. I hope to see you soon. Geldrin gets off his horse, helps the Baron up onto his, and then gets back on his. Big black guy just lumbering on. It's like you do actually see this lamp hanging from his waist sash there.
It would be Womber.
Womber.
And they're just leaving us. Is there anybody left behind, or
there's
an overseer or some kind?
No. You're being trusted on your own. There's food, drink, tent. Fire has been lit.
Oh, so we're out in an outside sort of...
Yes.
Okay.
Did I get any weird looks being,
That's what
naked?
Not a one.
They did not seem to care about your...
They seem to
species.
Be all right, though. Let's partake.
Yes. I do worry about Roya and even the horse.
We need air strength first, then we can deal.
There is mulled wine and a meaty stew. Big chunks of meat in it. It tastes pretty okay. And the wine is all right. It's clearly travel worn. And it's while you're eating, you'll kind of notice you're wearing these little bracelets. Little gold work things with a little green crystal set onto the back of them. And you can't take them off if you try.
What's this?
I do not know.
I can't get it off.
This is most vexing. What a...
Look nice.
I do not have my holy symbol with me.
I do have it.
Chopper! Scribbles! Scribbles! No, scribbles as well.
once was light, now darkness falls. Where once was love, love is no more. Don't say goodbye. Don't say I didn't try. These tears we cry are falling rain for all the lies you told us, the hurt, the blame, and we will wait to be so alone. We are lost, we can never go home. So in the end, I'll be what I will be. No loyal friend was ever there for me. Now we say goodbye. We say you didn't try. These tears you cry have come too late. Take back the lies, the hurt, the blame, and you will weep when you face the end alone. You are lost, you can never go home. You are lost, you can never go home.
The champions defeated the criminal kingpin, Black Rock, and free of the bounty on their head, attended the coronation of the new king, the second Stephen I. Princess Celine de Winter was offered in a marriage to the new king by her father the Duke, to seal the rift in the kingdom caused by the Civil War. But the new king accepted the Duke's sister, Milfilia de Winter, in Princess Celine's stead, and the nation rejoiced. The champions soon departed the kingdom of Merlin and headed down the Sapphire, intending to reach Talvalen and proceed from there to Serenia, the sun-kissed nation renowned for naval warfare and the honor of its fabled knights. But their ship was caught in a storm amidst a pirate attack, and the boat and all aboard sank beneath the waves. The champions found themselves washed up on a shore, the waves having claimed their provisions and equipment, and their greedy eyes moving closer in the darkness.